All right, hey guys, let's get started. So, yep, I guess this is where we're at with this one here. So it's starting to come along, look pretty cool. I've got lots of ideas for how to kind of like push this further and keep wanting to do more and more stuff. But a way that I thought that I could kind of do that might kind of helps me sort of like break it down as to what I want to do is kind of like start simplifying things somewhat, right? So I'm just going to turn this off, go back to like a gray, whatever, the solid mode or whatever. But I think kind of like the general sort of structure, layout of things and stuff like that is starting to get there and head in the right direction. So what I want to do is I want to work on this initial shape that we kind of worked on quite a long time ago. Hey everyone in the stream. How's it all going? Hope you're having a good day. It's been a bit wet here in Adelaide over the last couple of days, but kind of crazy. So it's all right. It's good to be holed up in the office and on the computer, doing art. So what I might kind of do here is like, let's just do a new Blender window here, and I'm just going to open up the castle parts and try and just like simplify some stuff. So as I go through, this will make a bit more sense. Well, maybe this is the wrong one. What do we have? Oh, hopefully something didn't crash last time. I can't remember if it did. I don't think so. Where did I save them? Maybe I just saved them some other weird place. Hang on. Let's go. Cancel file. Open recent. Castle parts. No, it's not those. Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because I can just. But I had it. we had it made. We had it done. Hang on. Fail. Castle parts. Search. Please find stuff. No. Working on it. That'd be really annoying if we don't have that, because I had all my other pieces. I guess they're in my other scene anyway. It's not the end of the world. I may very well have just like closed it down and just hit don't save. That was a smart thing to do. Oh well, alright. So I don't think I'm going to find that. Whoops. Anyways, moving right along. Yeah. Let's just make a new one then. Let's just get file new. Don't save, we don't need that to save. Then I might just go back into this other one and grab this guy here and bring him back into the other scene. Right, because that's essentially what I want. There you go, here we go. Alright, and I'm pretty sure that's all like, this is that textured up version. Just, whoa, amazing. Alright, so let's delete that cube and let's kind of, just got this as a base. So Shift A, mesh, plane. Alright, just scale this up. Well, as I said, we've kind of gone through all of this stuff in Blender in terms of what I'm doing in all those past weeks videos. So yep, if you're kind of new to the stream and want to sort of find out what's going on YouTube, we've got all these like Simon Says episodes up, and yeah. So all right, let's go taking kind of a step back. So initially, like I said, it feels like ages and ages ago, was that we kind of did this thing in 3D Coat, but obviously bringing that into Blender and stuff, it was like super high poly for our like really big scene. Like I said, if I was doing like a more close-in shot, and I can show you guys, let me show you that, the one, oh yeah, this one here. So I guess it's this one. So this is one that I was doing like in another stream. This is more like a class stream for students that are at CDW. And with this one here, this was like kind of still sort of working on this, not quite finished, almost. But this one was done using like those sort of high poly 3D Coat assets. And I think for like a scene like this, it kind of works pretty well. But I think that when you're kind of doing like a more of this like really broad, you know, big city shot, I think that we kind of needed a sort of different workflow, because just the poly count's going to get unbearable and you won't be able to kind of do anything. And yep, it sucks. Life sucks. And yep, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I'm trying to come up with a better way of doing this, and yeah, kind of learning more and more stuff. Kind of each week doing a stream, like learning better practices and workflows and all that kind of thing. So it's great. So if I go back into Photoshop and I've got this. So I wanted to bring in, I just got a screenshot of my, you know, of this of the 3D Coat model that kind of created. So, and obviously we could import that anytime as well, but I think it would just be good to basically just remodel some of this stuff. Now, I am thinking that maybe there's some bits that we can kind of just bring into Blender. But anyway, whatever, regardless, right? So there's some things that I wanted to do was I want to develop some of these statues, because in my original thumbnail, which was this little guy here, Twitch, yep, this one, I guess, this gigantic file where it's a gigantic mess. Yes, so we had like this original thumbnail, so it's still, you know, had like the idea of having the statues and all that kind of stuff. So I feel that we're heading in this direction. Just got to keep going with this and kind of getting this where we want it to go. So what I did was I had a whole bunch of like kind of photo ref and just started like mocking up just a really, like, it's just crap, you know, it's just really really simple version of kind of like what I was sort of wanting to do with this. And what I thought that I could do here is like kind of project all these textures onto, you know, said 3D model, and that might kind of work a little bit better. So let's kind of give that a go. Yeah, I think that could be kind of cool. So I sort of like had this highlighted on here because I kind of just didn't really want to forget like this some of the stuff that I had kind of going on here. And I remember we made up like some patterns and things, right? Hang on, this one, where do we put that? 3D Coat, oh yeah, the stencils. Maybe I had that's kind of cool, but I also had some other, what's that one? Let's have a look. Yep. And then I think I had some in another this one here. Let's go maybe this one, and 3D Coat stencils. Yeah, that's right, I had some of these in here. So I'm just going to bring some of these are like a bit, you know, kind of like that Mayan sort of thing. But anyway, you will see what I'm going. This will make sense. This will work out. We'll be fine. But what I'm going to do is I just want to paste these in to here. Someone untitled. Very good. Amazing. That was one. That was that one. We don't even need to worry about that. And I've got some other kind of elements. So let's just kind of save this just so I don't lose it again. What's this? We'll just call it main building. All right. Just going to drag these off somewhere so I kind of know that I've got them around the place and kind of working on this bit here. So like really quick, I'm not even going to, the texture here like does not matter at all, but I just want to draw on top here, and I'll show you how this is like kind of helpful. So let's just try and find some sort of rough center. Yeah, whatever. I think we find, because I'll yep. So it all makes sense. Let's do a bit of B brush. Let's do symmetry, vertical. Let's try and find where that went. So in the middle here somewhere, I'm guessing. And yeah, so I've got some statues reference. I've got all sorts. I'm just going to kind of reconstruct this stuff, which is going to probably take, you know, this session today, but I think yeah, it'll be cool. Yeah, so it was more like sort of having this kind of shape thing that we've got, and there was stuff going on there, and what I have, it was this sort of like, yeah, kind of pyramid shape, which I thought might kind of work nicely against some of the other elements. And this was just to kind of create a door, you know, to give like a nice sense of scale. So it's maybe not quite what I'm going to do with this, but it's just really quick. Maybe even there's some interesting stuff with this. Yeah, this is where like this is really fun, so we can kind of play around with these like textures and stuff as well. So this is cool. So maybe it does do this. I'll show you. This will make sense when we start getting into Blender and I like project all this stuff. So maybe down here. Because I've kind of got this circular motif up the top as well, so it's gonna be kind of cool. Maybe it stops there, and then we cut this. Oh boy, designing on the fly. And this is all doorway, 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 doorway. Not concerned about any of this texture. Yeah. Some of it's useful, some not so much. Oops. It'll work out exactly. I'm gonna do that, but yeah, cool. Just something pretty rough, just to get an idea. We can mess around with this like in kind of 3D and get it sort of working, and yeah, pull in all these textures. But this is just a real quick little idea. Let's turn that symmetry off. Cool, and yeah, obviously this is all blah 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 stuff. Not required, not required, not required. Alright, so there's a few things I wanted to work on, which was kind of like this entranceway, and then I also sort of wanted to work on like kind of the layout of like what's going on in sort of like this kind of area down here, because I think that this entrance and stuff is really, we want to really pull that kind of focus into here, and you have these statues that are kind of like framing all of those elements and really helping with the composition and playing around with that stuff. So yeah, so I think that's pretty important. So if we go back into Blender, let's go to Photoshop. So what am I going to do here? Yeah, so all right, let's use this, and then we'll sort of comp together some other bits, and I'll show you sort of what I got, what I'm thinking, where this is all going to go. Okay, so basically what I want to do, this is so rough, but I just want to do this quick. Just going to copy all this, paste, and just save this as main building version 1, and make a JPEG. All right. And then what I'm going to do is, let's just close all these down so I don't have too much stuff open. That one, this one here. All right. Just going to throw this on my other screen here. Too much stuff open, too many windows. That's all good. And we had the pillars and all of that business. We've got half of this, well, not half, we've got some bits modeled in here, but we did, like, remember this was like super rough. I was like, let's just get this in like placeholder. And then I was like, I'm going to fix this later. And then it's like, yeah, I'm really going to fix it later. All right. So let's go Shift A, Mesh Cube. All right. And start doing some modeling. So this is going to be my main kind of one that I'm working on here. All right, and we're going to combine this with some of the elements I've already got in the scene as well, which I think will be, you know, kind of good. So I just want to start by getting this kind of scale right. Not really like the scale as in how big it is in the scene, just the general, you know, how tall, how wide, how fat, how thin, how, you know, all that sort of stuff. All right. Cool. Yep, that's all good. So really simple. And then what I'm just going to do is bring up that shader editor. So we're just going here, click in this, and we go into this one here, material, new material. So we've got a new one. Scroll wheel, zoom up, middle, mouse button, move that around, right? And then I am just going to go back into my here reference. And if I go into here, main building 1, let's just throw that in. It'll create a new like image node, and then we just boom, voila. Okay, done. All done, building done. All right, let's go home. Okay, so let's just go. We're going to hit tab. We're going to make this so that we can see it right from the front, and then we're going to hit U, and we're going to go project from view. And we need to change this little option here to the UV editor. And then basically here we can see that we can, you know, then kind of, yeah, map this. So we hit A on the keyboard, S will make it move, because remember, you got no, like, you can't move it and stuff in here, right? So you have to rely on the hotkeys. So So it kind of gets you thinking about the hotkeys and stuff, which, you know, it's not bad. So let's just move this around and kind of get it to sort of fit in some rough kind of way. All right, and it's really cool because like already like it just maps it onto there. Like it's so cool, right? It's just, you know, it's obviously very rough, but it's sort of getting the point. So so that's pretty cool. Then yeah, what we can do here is I may sort of like construct some of these bits, some of these things a little differently, but we'll just see how we go, and then we can just kind of project them and what not. So let's just go Shift A and just try and get these shapes slightly working. They don't have to extrude out too much, just a little bit. Yeah, all right. Shift A, mesh. Let's go cylinder. Let's hit N on the keyboard, bring up these little options here, and what do we, Y? 90? No. Cool. Alright, let's get that. You, where are you going to go? Yeah. Just get this guy kind of sitting in here somewhere. Bigger. All right, something like that, like so. Shrink that down a little bit. Okay, let's just grab that one and click on that one and go Control L and link the materials. Sweet. And then what we can do is also just let's go back to the shade editor and just unlink that for now because I want to muck around with this. Then go back to the UV editor and put this around to the front. Tab and just select that. Oh, no, hit 3 on the keyboard, that'll change those over. U, project from view, and then we come up here, A, S, G, S, S, G, S, G, S, G, S. S for scale, right? G for grab, move. That's sort of one thing that's a bit weird about Blender. Just, you know, getting used to that business. All right. So we kind of got that working in here. That's pretty cool. What about these side guys here? Well, what we could kind of do is like, let's just make them kind of pretty simple, just that kind of stone or whatever. So let's go back to this one for a sec. Tab, hide, H, right? Go to this one. Tab, X-ray mode. Select all those guys. Let's go U and just go like Q project. And that'll be fine. And then we just go A and that'll select everything. S, and like I just want it to be, you know, like a piece of this kind of stone stuff on the side. Just something really, just something without too much. I mean, probably even just be that, right? There we go. Just keep it really simple. Just go Alt H. That'll bring everything back. All right, now we're starting to get this kind of working in a decent direction here. All right, let's just go into this one. Let's hit Tab. Let's hit, what do I want to do here? Turn off X-ray. Let's grab this one. let's go E. We want to hit E. Then I'm going to hit S, right? And then I'll just transform this down. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I guess because that's just moving that on that face. Trying to think about how to do this. Let's go. I could do. I don't know how to. Yeah. All right. We can just project that stuff again. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, that'll be fine. All right, so let's get E, extrude, and then it's doing that, right? But I want to do that. Let's just get E, S, and then we want to like kind of shrink this down to be the size of that initial. Yeah, this guy, this one inside. Good at English. Right, let's get that, and then let's just basically go select all of this again. So I'm just going to be on the front mode and just go like this, and just go U and project from view, and then now you can see this geometry is sort of working a little bit better for us. So A, S, S, G, just gonna try to get this to be in the right sort of ballpark. Sweet. Let's move that down a little bit. I just want to make it a little bit bigger. Smaller. Oh, smooth around. All right, cool. But that's cool. So now we've got this, and there's going to be like I'm going to cover some bits up because in my concept is sort of slightly different. So we sort of don't see some of this bottom bit anyway. So, and then what I'm going to do here is we've got that kind of sticking out now. So then let's go E and just kind of like knock that back in. So we've got that kind of stuff going on, and then you can sort of zoom out and see how that's looking. But obviously, we're getting tons of details, and I think that's really going to work, super good in our kind of world that we have built up here. So yeah, so that is pretty cool. All right, and you can even we can take this into here, where I'm assuming this is on light Eevee. And then we've got a light here. We can just like, and then with the light, just turn on a bit more. Hey, okay, that's crazy. We just add zeros. Add zeros until we're working. Too many zeros. More zeros. More zeros, but not too many zeros. All right. Yeah, and you can see, yeah, that's going to look pretty cool. And then you can like extrude bits and pieces out, as much as you kind of want there. But I think for this we can be like pretty simple with it. Pretty simple, and we'll just take it into the scene and see how it looks and stuff. So yeah, so now I kind of want some of these like some of these kind of medium level pieces, which are a bit kind of like this stuff. Let's just go let's go into here, tab into edit mode, then let's go P and buy loose parts, and then go tab, and then it'll jump out, and all these elements again will be those loose part elements. So that's great. So I'm just going to go shift D, escape. Right, because these are those parts that I was using, but yeah, like potentially right click set origin, yeah, but potentially we can sort of like retexture some of this stuff as well. So I'm just sort of looking at the I'm just looking at the concept that I had. Oops, why aren't you moving along there? Don't go there. Alright, keep sort of working on this bit. Cool, and then what I might do here is yeah, have these guys shift D escape. These bits are going to go here, and we'll make some new hieroglyph kind of texture thingy things for this, I think. But these guys will go here. So they can just sit in there. Not worried about, like, you know, the textures or any of that stuff just at this moment in time. Let's get back out of there. Let's make it a little bit wider. Something like that. Cool. And then yep, something like that. And I'm going to go in here, go tab, and just select this face in here and go E, and that's going to drag down there. And like I said, going to retexture these bits, but it's cool. We're just getting these shapes quickly, and then I've got that. So let's go Shift D. You know, actually, what I'm going to do, let's go Alt D. So that's kind of like a clone of that one. Then we can move that guy across. Hey, Solus Grey, what do you mean by what plugin? Plugin to move what? There's probably like there's probably better ways to, like, you know, boolean stuff, and you can use like box cutter and do. Yeah, there's a plugin called Box Cutter which is really cool. I haven't really got into yet. I need to. I know it's good. I've seen plenty of videos where I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Just haven't really done it yet, but that would be, yeah, worth kind of checking out. Oh, for the UV map. Why is that doing that? Oh. Uh-oh. What are we went a bit skewy here, I see. Yes, I realize why, because I just dragged that in from the... Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? No. Alright. Let's hide that. Hang on, let's just fix this quickly, otherwise that will be really annoying. Be good if I knew how to snap this or something back to 0. Probably can. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just get it. We'll just get it pretty good. That'll be easy enough. Let's rotate. Actually, let's just go rotate that around. There we go. Yeah, pretty close to being bang on. Look at all this mess I've done to myself. What have I done? Oh boy. The plugin for the UV map to move it around. I don't know. Well, you can just remap it, so you can project it wherever you want. It's like super powerful. You can do it. You can do it really quickly and easily. All right. So now these things are all over the shop. Let's go back down here. Let's just delete that guy. Let's get this one. Now I've rotated things around, messing things up. Anyway, let's put that there. Tuck that one in. Oh, there's a delete. Duplicate. Uh-oh. Hopefully I don't have too many. We're all good. Alright. Let's grab, while I'm sort of let's grab these guys and right click and move to collection, new collection, main building, can't spell, building 02. I feel like this is not the first version of this. Anyway, let's put those in there, and then at least we've got that, and let's call this, let's put these ones in the old, selecting that light, get out of here. Is that all those bits? Yeah. Right click, move to collection, new collection, old building. Okay. I'm just doing that so we got, yeah, doesn't get out of control. All right, cool. Anyway, back to this. Let's bring back the plane. All right, so Alt D, escape. Move that across. Yeah, it's actually like really powerful how you can use those, how you can rotate, how you can sort of, you know, use those UVs and do all sorts of crazy stuff with them without really knowing what you're doing with the UVs. It's good. Yeah, cool. Okay, so that is there. That's coming along. I'm gonna put some more textures and stuff on this. This will look pretty cool in a sec. Yeah, sweet. Okay, let's have a look in here. Yeah, and I think that'll look pretty good. I'll show you. You know, we can do more extrusions and whatever else you kind of want to do. Yeah, you can even go, like, we can go kind of crazy. Do you guys want me to show you this? You could go in here, right, and you can hit the knife tool. So knife tool is kind of like a little bit naughty, I suppose. It's not like super good modeling practice, I guess, but that's not what we're here for. And then you can, you know, basically cut into these. Oops, no, that's not what I want to do. Just go on this one. All right, okay. And basically you go around and you could extrude, make geo for all these parts. That's sometimes a bit. Yeah, and you can, yeah, can you guys see where I'm going with this? We're gonna have a lot of weird triangles, but it's cool. Oops. Okay. So then you can kind of like show what you do. So you select the faces and just select all these guys. No, that one's broken. You know what I mean? Anyway, and then you can like hit E and just, you know, extrude all of those guys in, or, you know, whatever you want to do. To your heart is content. Yeah, so obviously you could see that you could break up, you know, some of these shapes and surfaces and extrude in and out and stuff as well, right? Which could be kind of cool. So yeah, for example, we could come up here and we won't be able to add, can we even add edge loops in here? Hey, there we go. So if I do, oh, hang on. We can do that, something like that. We can go Control R, click it, and then shrink it down a bit, and Control R, click, something like that. And then you can just bring up this guy here and go Alt, yeah, and then you could, maybe what we could do is we could just grab the actual, this part. No, hang on, Alt, no, no. Alt. select that edge loop. Alt? No. No. Get everything else but what I want. Whatever. I'll do it another way. Let's do it like this. Oh, there we go. That's kind of what I wanted to do. Alright, and then if I just go here and just move that out. Oh, yeah, so we can get a bit of kind of like variation in there. You know what I mean? To just catch the light a bit. So I think that's looking pretty cool. And then, you know, and then it's starting to just look pretty cool. We're getting some weird little artifacts in here. I think it's because we used the knife tool a bit weird, maybe. Yeah, we're in Eevee though, so we should just try. Like if I go into cycles, let's maybe try that. Let's see. Cycles. Hey. It's looking pretty cool. Yeah, it's crazy though, isn't it? How good's that? So yeah, so we can keep playing around with this. Let's just turn this back on Eevee because we don't really need it on cycles just for this right now. And we can then go over here. Just, I don't know what these. What's this? What do I do here? Tab. What? Hey. Oh, I've added some weird stuff. Where are you guys? Uh-oh. I think that was those extra bits I did, wasn't it? Oh, I don't know how to get rid of them. Should we undo? Maybe? I don't know. Where are those guys? Yeah, I can see you there. Let's just undo. Let's undo that knife tool. If we can. You gonna let me? No. Oh, maybe. It did. Okay, let's go back to here. Control R. Sorry, just gonna add in these edge loops again. No, escape. Control R in there. Yep, go. Oh. Just 3. Grab this one. Alt. Yes. Move. Oh. Alright, extend that out. We can. I'll muck around with that sort of interior business later on. Yeah, if I'm. You know, if we kind of want to. You can even do, so you can see you're getting a lot of stretching and stuff in here. That's fine, right? We just grab this, alt, right click. Let's go let's go cube projection. And then like you just want to get a bit that's just sort of shrink down, G and R, G, S. And you just want to kind of get bits that sort of like, you know, just work. Just get a little bit of stone kind of texture in there, so that's cool. And once again, when you throw that back into cycles, it's going to look pretty good. Cool. All right, so that's good. Let's try and get this little door section done down the bottom. So yeah, I think that is coming along. And I want to, I'm just going to kind of like, I'm going to go Shift D, escape. And then this is going to be that sort of roof kind of part. Oh, whoops. Don't do that. What are you doing? Come here. Do it properly, please. So I've got this guy here. Let's just make you go up there a little bit more. It's doing stuff with the texture. That's all right. We'll fix that. And then I've got this guy here. and that's going to do that and do that. And I'm going to sort of change the textures around on this. So just trying to work this out. All right, let's go do this little doorway part. So it's basically just, it's this. So let's make a cube. I'll just like shift right click, shift A, mesh, cube, make that cube sort of in that spot. Scale. Just try and get that shape working. So how big is this? Yeah, that's cool. A little bit less. Just get it sitting nicely on that plane there, then go back to the front on version here. Let's just try and get some of the shape working here. First of all, so just going to tab and click on this one, hit S. Yeah. Right, and let's go to this guy here and hit S. Oh. S. On there. And what I'm going to do here is just go hit U, don't, tab, right, L, select the whole thing. Oops, no, I'm not. Fail. Tab. This one first, then that one, then Control L, then Material, then we go to the Shade Editor, and then we want to unlink it. So whatever we do here won't affect anything over there, so it's its own separate thing. Then we want to go here, right, and then I want to go change this to the UV Editor tab. There we go. Now we've got got this down here, right? And we can start doing stuff, and we can apply this and so on and so forth, and you understand what's going on. All right, so I want to add in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a cylinder. So let's do that. So let's go Shift A, and we can add a cylinder inside of this element. So we just go down here to cylinder, and then S. Where is it? Oh, it's there. All right, and then so I just want to rotate it around. Oh, where are you? Or wait, 90. Okay. S. And just get this working in here as well.
We would be honored if you would join us.
Hey, and we've got a new follower. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's try and get the scale right. Look it around. Maybe I kind of don't mind that, just sitting up above there. Somewhat. Yeah. Anyway, that'll do. Let's go go like that first. Hit U, project from view, and then A, and then S, then G. I made it too big, didn't I? Oops. I forgot to like flip this to make it symmetrical in Photoshop. Oops. Let's see how dodgy we can be. all of the dodginess. But that's alright, we did this pretty quick in Photoshop. Let's just add another cube in here. Shift A, mesh. Oh, am I in the... Hang on, need to be in here, right? Shift A, cube. Yes. Oh, there it is. It's there. This is going to sit somewhere on top of this bit, this bitty bob. Alright, it's that kind of shape. Do a bit of that. Alright. Cool. And because I'm in my head, I'm thinking like I'm just using this as a base to get like the shape and stuff, and then we're gonna, yeah, I'll kind of texture it properly. Well, you know, properly in inverted commas. So I'm just like, where does this cut in? All right. Hey Tom, how are you? Right. Yeah, Tom, not doing oil painting. This is not oil painting. All right. So what I want to do is kind of like split this shape up a bit. So I'm just going to go Control R, and we're going to just add some of this little details. So I need one there, and then I'm going to kind of extrude a bit, and then we'll add another one. So I'm going to grab this, oops, just hit 3, grab this guy and go E, no, we're going to right click, no, not going to do any of those things, go Alt E, extrude faces along normals, and then could I go, mouse fail. So like that. Anyway, that's cool. And then let's just hit L, grab the whole thing, and then hit yep, and just kind of move that back in. So I just want it inside of those walls there. So that's pretty cool. And then what I'm going to do now is just come up here and go Control R and just add another edge loop in here. Something like that. That's cool. And then just make sure that we're on the front, and we're going to hit the X-ray mode, and I'm going to grab, not like that, let's hit number 1 on the keyboard. I'm going to grab that one, and we're going to grab that one, and we're just going to go zip, 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 and just give it a bit of an angle there just to match this concept. And we can just do that there and just do the same. All right, so that's cool. And then we want to add in those like kind of front pieces. What do we want to do here? Don't worry about textures. Let's fix that. All right, we could just fix it now, couldn't we? Let's grab that and let's do that, and let's go project from view. This was really cool because it's now going to like project all this onto like separate elements that I've got. Oh man, it's so cool. It's so cool. Just as long as they're the right as long as we got somewhere near the right scale. All right, we kind of need to walk around with some of these bits a bit, some of these pieces a little bit. This is the joys of like talking and trying to do stuff at the same time. It's impossible. All right, so we got that one. Let's just grab zip, 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 and just make that wider a little bit. Cool. And I kind of moved the texture, but whatever, because it's rubbish, and I'm going to fix it. All right, so it's cool. Like, I mean, you know, already it's. I mean, if you turn cycles on, it's like it's kind of like fine. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, but anyway, we'll texture this stuff, and we need to just get this all to make a little bit more sense here. Let's go tab. What do I want to do here? Number 3. Let's click on that one. Let's make sure we got X-ray mode turned off. And let's go Control R. No, I can't do that. All right, let's go E, S. Yep, and we're gonna. Oh, we'll just have to do that again. Anyway, that's all right. And let's go E, S, because I don't want a couple little bits in here, and then we can kind of split it up anyway. So, I guess that's good for future references. Like, just do that bit first, and then you can fix it later. Oh yeah, I see what I'm doing here. So that kind of sits. All right, let's grab this guy. Hit L. Let's go S. No. S. And kind of get that. Just need to get that sitting up a little bit higher there, hey? Right on top or just down? Down a tiny bit. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, just thinking. U. Project from view. G. So I just want to, because I messed around with that. So let's fix it back up. S. This is like quite a bit closer now, I think. So we had pretty close. Pretty close. S. I'm just sort of working out what are the best bits to match up. What are we doing? All right, let's go into here. So all of these guys are. Oh, let's have a look how that's sort of looking. Yeah, cool. Now, I want to. Yeah, we're going to extrude. Let's see what. I don't actually know if I can do this. Let's go L and then hide. Okay, I can do that. So I want to hide that, and then let's split this little guy up here. Whether to use a knife tool or not, well, I'm not sure. We'll just maybe. Let's try. All right. Let's go Control R. Solus Grey, yeah. Have I heard of Gravity Sketch? Yes. Yes, I have. And it is very cool. There are so many things at the moment that are really cool. Like it's a pretty amazing time for artists. It really is. It really is very, very awesome. Now, do I even want to have those things off? I guess we could. Let's see. Oops, flip you around. Don't know one. All right, so let's just go. Let's do the knife tool and just kind of split it in here and do it to down there and go enter, and then go knife tool and just split that one across there. Go enter, and then knife tool and go from there to there, enter, and hope it sometimes it does that weird stuff, but I hope it didn't do anything weird. And then what I want to do is select this at number 3 and then that one and that one, and then we're gonna let's go Alt H, let's go bring it back, and then no, let's select, oh no, hang on, okay, L H, oh no, I could have done that anyway, whatever. E, let's just, oh, let's go E, no, whoops, undo, Alt E, extrude along normals. It's gonna do that. Let's do it. But maybe we could just pull it down like this. That could be kind of cool. And then let's go Alt H. Oops, no. Alt H. Oh, H. Yep. Hopeless. Hopeless. All right. Cool, and that's starting to get some of this shape going on in here. It's pretty cool. Just making sure that it's actually going down to the ground. Alright. Let's turn that business on. See how that's looking. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, let's go tab back in here. What do I do? Let's go grab these ones, go Alt, select that, E. Oh, okay, and grab that one. E. Nope. Need to. What are we gonna do? Alright, so we kind of need to do it the other way. Let's do it the other way. 3D modeling. Ugh. A. Let's grab that. Let's grab that one. A. Still wanted to go through the other bit in the model. But yeah, that's pretty cool. We're going to get, you know, some of those nice little bits and pieces there, which is really cool. And we've kind of got, yeah, this is going back into the entranceway now, so that's good. So, yeah, very cool. All right. So, I'm kind of poking along with this now. All right, what else? What else do I need to do? I get this kind of roof piece working. I think this I'm actually going to sort of extrude out a bit, so it's kind of like that, but this piece I will not have that. Let's just go to material, shade editor. Let's just disconnect that and let's just make it like so. All right, so just always fiddling around with these things, getting them to work. Sorry, let's go back into Photoshop. And all right, so where are we? Blender. All right, in here. Color is a bit more. Alrighty. Alright, so now what did I want to do with that? This top piece. Control R. And Control R. I'm not worried about this textures yet because it's. I'm going to change this around. Right, let's hit number 3. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. And what do we got here? Let's go Control R. Oops. Control R. U. Three, hold Alt, E, S. Let's add some little cuts in here. Yeah, and then I want to kind of add some hieroglyphs and stuff onto this that are a bit more that are kind of a bit cool on that stuff. So it's just more sort of like, is that shape kind of cool? Yep. All right, let's add this. Let's add this piece here, but I feel like I need to do a lot of design work to this. Let's go Shift D, Shift D. Let's go. I feel like I'm going to want to do things in Photoshop to this. And let's do a bit of that. And let's go tab 3. Select the bottom there and whoop. That's not what I want. Tab H. Tab. Nope. Tab. Hey, these guys. I know this is going to make that texture stupid, but that is fine. This. Select this guy. Cool. All right. Alt H. Oops, gotta be out of edit mode. Alt H. There we go. That's cool. But now we want to just move this back and maybe just scale this. Number 3. Yep, that's cool. Alright, I think that's a better shape. Texture is stupid, but that is a better shape there. Alright. So I've got that, which is cool, and I'm going to model this other piece, which I can use. Do you remember there's those bits in the scene? So I've got these bits in here. Yeah, these guys here. Basically going to like make these guys up, which will fit into here. So let's just do that as well. Let's model that. So let's go Shift D, escape. I'm just going to move it over here. Yeah, and just like that, and just get this plane. Just hit S. It's really cool. You just make that plane gigantic. It's like 1 poly, so it's fun. Well, I'll see how this disappears. You just go view and just add more zeros in here to the end clip plane. Yeah, you'll be able to see. It's really important. Sometimes you can import stuff in, you can't see it. It's because like the camera's not seeing like far enough. Hey, Pratik. Yeah, so basically, like this is all aiming for like a real production level sort of illustration that you'd see in like a, for like a AAA game type of thing, right? So we're working on a big scene, then we're going to paint it up in Photoshop and make it as awesome as possible. Going to add all the awesome sauce. All right, but they take ages. So yeah, and obviously we're working on a whole bunch of different techniques and things as well. So yeah, not too fussed about how long it's taking, just trying to get to that end result. So yeah, and showing you guys all the kind of steps along the way. So let's get into this and kind of go tab, Control R. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, just shout out, let me know. For sure. Yeah, you're seeing all my this is all like warts and all, right? Like it's just like, oh, I can't get that bit to work. How do I fix this? And I'm trying not to do things like outside of the of the streams. Yeah, so that was my kind of goal for this, was to like do all of this and try not to do it outside of the streams. Which is hard because you like, because I see stuff and I'm like, oh, I want to fix that and fix that. Yeah, it's like, nope, I've got to wait until the end, till, you know, next week. And then I forget what I'm doing, and then it takes, you know, half an hour to yes, half an hour to kind of remember what I was doing. And then I ramble on until I work it out. What do I do here? Draw 3 Alt, yeah, A, no, it's ES, and then it'll let me pull that little piece in. All right. Let's grab this here. No, that one, that one, that one. Yep. That one, and do. We go there. Maybe we want to do that too. I don't see that as being a problem. Oh, S, wrong key. Oh, no, I do. E, S. Better. No, actually, okay, let's just try and get that sort of like Egyptian shape. Yeah, I'm getting. It's okay though. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we just want that like that. It's cool. And then we go E S E E S E E S E E S E. And we can extrude all those little bits. Oh, easy game. All right, now what we want to do here is like make some little windows. All right. Control R. Click it. Then like, oh no, hang on, wrong, fail. Control R, then middle mouse button, and let's get some more edge loops. Oh, yep, there we go. We want windows, right? So let's go 3. Let's go that one. Let's go Alt, and then let's go select. Checker deselect. Sigh. Always gets the. I don't want that one. And maybe there's not enough to do this evenly. Duh. All right, you be like that. That one, that one, that one, and you too. Yeah, let's just go E. Move those guys in. And what was it? That one? That one. That one. That one. And those two. Alright, now we got some windows going on. Amazing. Alright. Cool. Yep, we can texture that. I think it'd be good. And then I'll replace all those other ones, which I think will work. Alright, cool. So, got this here. Let's just move this guy in here. He's going to sit. He's going to sit. No, why are you moving around like that? Stop it. Stop it. Just trying to. I need those windows. Those windows need to go up higher. Not like that though. Alright, let's do this. Do that, and then just want to go tab, and it's that one that I want. And No, it's not, because I've got all tab H hide tab. Annoying. All right. That's what I do. I can make it whatever size I want. Let's just scale it kind of that way. Cool. And it can go under the ground if it needs to. Alt H, bring back that. Right click, set origin. Hey, what have I done? What did I do then? Uh-oh. What do I have? What am I moving? Moving stuff. Alt H. No. Oh. Alt H, not Control H. Alright, there we go. Yep. Okay. That's better. I kind of made that way too big. Not way too big, way too tall. Way too tall. Let's make you let's make you wider. I think it goes outside of that. Yeah. Alright, it's not in the middle. That's okay. We can solve this. Alright. So to the middle, cool. Alright. I'm just gonna just scale it down a little bit. Move it in. I just might move it back a little bit and just make this piece like do that. Come in. Cool. Let's make this let's make it like 35 mil. It's probably more like what our camera is in the other bitty bobby. Let's make that an area light. Let's make that 9. Yeah, sure. Sure, if you want to. Alright, cool. Pillars. Let's add some of those pillars. Pillars, stone textures. All of that stuff. Alright. What's we got? I'm gonna duplicate this guy. Shift D. Escape, and then this guy is gonna do something like that, but sit back in here. Yeah, I like that, but but everything else is gonna move. Right, let's move that, that, out. Patrick, we're sorry, Pratik, we're streaming it on Facebook as well, like on the CW Studios Facebook page. It's happening there, and then basically been putting up all of the like kind of videos on demand, like from the previous classes, on the YouTube page. So yeah, so hopefully you can find sort of everything, Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and all those kind of places. All right, that's cool. Yep, that's looking a bit better in that area. And let's get some of these columns here. So I'm just going to go Shift D, escape. Yeah, so if you want to like kind of watch back this, for anyone else is like kind of tuning in today for the first time, if you want to watch stuff back, You totally can. Yeah, so we upload that to the it sits on the Twitch page for a while, for like a couple of weeks or whatever, and then we put it on the YouTube, on our CW Studios YouTube channel page, so that yeah, you can watch it there as well. All right, cool. So let's work on some of these pillars going on here. Right, that's cool. Maybe there's Shift E, escape, S, some smaller ones here. Right click, set origin, center of mass. Just get these sitting nicely on the corner, doing pillaring, holding up roofs and walls, and I'm going to make sure that it sits in the ground, and it kind of, oh, that's good. That sort of works. Let's see how far we can push that in. Cool. You can even sometimes like muck around these lights and just go Shift to D, escape, and like move. You know, if you want some other light, you know, from some other location. What are we doing? Are we in cycles or EV? No, we're in EV. That's just going to flatten things out if we do that, isn't it? But yeah, anyway, or I could just, or we could just not worry about that for the time being. That's probably a better way to do it. Cool. All right, so let's grab these guys. Sometimes I, always like to just check it on cycles as well. Just be like, okay, how's that kind of looking? Hope it doesn't like freak out the stream. Sometimes that does, but yeah. And then we can also, hang on, let's change this to GPU and let's make this like, 300 or something. And it's just oh, we got some crazy line stuff going on. That's weird. Yeah, let's just change that back to CPU. What they do weird stuff, I don't know. Whoa. Let's go to EV. And you know what? Let's save. Hey, that would be kind of good. Untitled. Castle Parts. Let's go Castle Parts 03 in case I can find that other one. With all my other pieces in there. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, and I really want to move on to some other projects as well for you guys, so we're getting closer. We're getting closer on this one. Alright, let's just turn that off here. I'm a bit sort of worried about, I don't know what's going on those lines, but oh god, we'll fix it later. Alright. Okay, just want to duplicate those. Sorry, getting sidetracked. I'm starting to get a headache actually. Control, Shift D, escape. Command, Control M, and then hit X, and that'll mirror those guys. So now I can just make them fit in the same spot. I feel like that's not in the middle. This guy. Let's move this guy. Grab those guys again. Move them across a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So I think this is looking better than this. My placeholder. Oh, terrible. All right. Let's add one of these. Shift D, escape, and I'll like texture these guys up. But you can see how like it, kind of like moves forward, right? With all of this kind of progress. Each time it's just getting, better and better. So yeah, it's good, right? It's cool. And you can see if I texture these guys up, they're going to start looking like all this stuff as well. D, escape. Just thought, bring a couple of these guys in here. You know, I'm really going to get annoyed with myself because I haven't been like Alt-D'ing these things. Alt-D, escape. So like when I texture them, I wanted it so it would like texture all of them at the, the new texture. Anyway, so I have to replace them. Oops. Oopsie. But it's okay. We'll be right. Okay, yeah. So it's starting to get that essence of that original one that I had in there, a bit more designed up rather than the old one, of course. Okay, so what else we got? All right, so the other thing I wanted to do was play around with, some of the front kind of rocks and shapes and things of that nature. So yeah, let's have a think about that. Be good to find some nice textures and things too for that. Should be pretty cool. Like for the the ground. Sorry, just thinking out loud. So I hope I have. Oh gosh, hang on. Ooh, what did I do? Zooming in too far. Perhaps we can work on. I think we can, hang on, let's go back to Blender here, sorry. Just looking at zoomed up Photoshop windows. That's not very nice, is it? Cool, we got to texture these bits, yep, that's cool. Alright, and we've got to, yep. Okay. Crash, and we got lines. I think that's a light. Let's just try something. Let's go to my physical atmosphere. Turn that on and see what happens. Still got some weird stuff going on. Let's go back to, what do I want to do? Go back to Eevee. Got no shadows because I haven't, because I'm sort of doing it in cycles. Please don't anything crash. Saved. Alright. This feels like. Why are you doing weird stuff when I do that? Anyway, I feel like this is just a Blender being weird. I mean, anyway, you can see that it's starting to look pretty cool. I just need to like start breaking up some of those textures and things like that, right? But it's really heading in that direction of the initial kind of concept and stuff. So that's really cool. Pratik, yeah, it's going great. We're doing good. Everything's online. Yeah, how's everyone going with all the coronavirus stuff? Stuck at home. Guess some parts of the world are starting to get a bit opened up, a little bit more, which is good. But yeah, it's I think it's sort of taking a toll on everyone. Everyone's getting a bit sick of being home and not being able to go out and yeah, all that kind of stuff. I'm obviously lucky that I can be in the studio and things, working in here, but yeah, it's a bit frustrating for people, I'm sure. So yeah, just try and, I think the best thing is to try and keep up a routine. You know, try and keep everything like sort of as normal as possible, even though you're sort of doing a lot of things online and stuff. Yeah, just try not to get into the Netflix, YouTube, just yeah, wasting time. Should keep working on your art. Okay, so sorry, I'm just trying to think about what I'm doing next. Right, that was what I was doing. I wanted to go in here and let's go to reference, and where did I put stuff? Wanted to work on kind of the foreground. Did I like forget to save things? Hang on, might just have to. Sorry, just looking on the old internet. To have like a pathway stairs, entrance, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Let's just mock up some stuff, hey? Stop worrying about it, just do it. Yeah, maybe I can just do Shift T, escape. We can do something like this, and so I'm gonna have to retexture these. Definitely something of this because I'm mucking around the scale, but it's fine, like for just, you know, placeholder stuff, right? So I'm kind of thinking about like a base, but what I'm going to do here is let's collapse. I think, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Oh boy, not doing things in a very good fashion. Let's just hide that. Let's hide that. And about my plane for a sec. Kind of move this up. I just want this as kind of like a plinth that like everything's sort of sitting on. Something like that. All right, and then let's go. Let's actually just, because yeah, let's go Shift A, Mesh, Cube. And I'm really trying to do this like in, I've got a bit of elevation and stuff on the, like, in my scene, in this guy here, right? Like it kind of goes up into the mountain, or the, you know, sort of, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Goes up a little bit, right? So I just want to be aware that that's happening. That's okay, because what I can do, what I can do is we can move this. We can move the plane down. So let's move that down, and then let's move this. But I want this to, yeah, anyway, you'll see what it, shh, just do it. Just do it. Stop talking about it. Stop talking and just do it. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but yeah, okay. So what I'm thinking is I just want this to go past the edges of those pillars, right? And just make sure that it all fits kind of into the ground nicely. So like here, so that's where the entrance to the door is, right? And then what I'm going to do here is go tab and control R, and where are we? Here, and add in some edge loops, right? And then what do we want to do? Then let's grab this one here and let's like move. Let's move that down. And then let's move it down a bit more. And let's grab this one and this one. And oh, that is not what I want to do. I just want to move that across, right, to like there somewhere. So just creating like a bit of area here. So that's cool. All right, and then let's go tab, shift A, mesh, Q, S. It's almost like kind of sculpting up this area with like details. Right. So it's like that could cut in there. Shift D, escape. Kind of does something like that. Really simple. Let's do some stairs here. Budget those stairs, but we want to try and get a bit of the scale going on as well, making sure that they're still like epic. They're still epic, but not too epic that you can't walk up them. Something like that. Let's just quickly change the color of these just so we material new, whatever, just something different. Shift D, escape. So these, yeah, we want to make them. Let's try and get them the same. And grab that one and that one. And we can go Control J, and then we can go Shift D, escape. Oh, yes. And go Shift, Control J, Shift D, escape. So basically I'm just like merging them down each time I do it, right? Does that make sense, guys? do there? I like missed one. Delete, delete, fail. It's like this one. Tap. Oh. Sticking out too far. L. L. Yeah, so like even though they're like kind of merged together, if you hit L on whatever object, it will just select it still, which is really cool. Shift D, escape. Oops, oops. Shift D, escape. I did duplicate then. Oops, 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 oops. Rookie. Oh, I still need more. So that one, and then Control J, and then if we go Shift D, escape. There we go. Getting some stairs. Shift D, escape. Sometimes there's some bonus stairs there. Could even do that actually, couldn't I? Just like have a little break in there, because there's a lot of stairs to walk up. I'm gonna get tired, so it's nice to have a little break in there somewhere. But let's do it, so I don't have to make more stairs. Let's just do it the next one down. The second one down, that one. There. Yep. And there we go. Stairs are done. But yeah, do you guys sort of get where I'm coming from in terms of yeah, let's just Control J, as in like trying to control the scale there. J to make him feel sort of the kind of scale that you want for the scene, right? Like just think about like how big a person is, and yeah, how many stairs they've got to go up. And this place is like massive, so that's, you know, people are like little dudes, little guys, little ants down here, right? That's the scale that I'm kind of thinking about. So yeah, it's important to, you know, kind of be thinking about that kind of stuff. Right, let's just like Shift D, escape. And we got some other little different levels of things around here. Shift D, escape. Oh, the stairs aren't in the middle. Come on. Come on. Let's get this under control. You go over there, and let's just do a bit of this because we can. But they come out the side. So we can't do that. Can we? I'm like, whatever, making things too difficult for myself. Let's just do this. Shift D, escape, move. Something like that, right? Just put that there. Maybe it just comes over there. Maybe it just, you know, try and work out little patterns of how you connect these bits together. So make it, that one sticks out a bit at the end there. And this can be the kind of like entrance way to kind of the port area I'm gonna have. Yeah. was always thinking about like sort of tiers of shapes, not as in tears of pain, which we'll have if Blender crashes, but kind of like the sort of 1, 2, 3 read of various shapes and things, right? So sort of thinking about big, medium, small shapes, how they all like kind of interconnect together, and you know, kind of having like a design with this. You do a lot of this stuff kind of subconsciously, but it's good in terms of when you're kind of watching this stuff to kind of have some sort of like understanding of like why I kind of go like, oh, there should be a shape there, you know. So like, how do we get all these things to not just feel like one flat brick wall, right? Oops. Well, yeah. Green stairs. Try some cycles. Is it going to freak out again? Or is it going to be okay? It's going to be okay, I think. You know, maybe some other stairs, you know, kind of down at the front here and whatever else. We've still got lines and stuff going on, whatever. I don't know what's happening. Wasn't doing that before. Something's going on. Might need a restart or something or other. Or I'm doing something wrong. Anyway. Oh, I'll fix it. I'll work out what's going on. But you get the idea. Yeah, so we can have more stairs kind of down here, and yeah. Oh, this is a bit skew. What's going on here? Oh. I got a feeling I modeled this shape weird. Doesn't look great, this. What did I do? What did I do? Because is that the same as that one, or did I just move it around a bit by accident? I may have. Anyway, you know what? You know what I'm going to do is let's just delete this, right? Because it's just a brick. And it could easily just be one of these. Couldn't it? Just be one of these guys. So let's just make it one of those guys. Instead of doing whatever it is I was doing before. What was it? It's about that one. Alright. Cool. Yep. That's better. And then we'll just go through and, you know, texture all these elements. Maybe there's some, let's go like Alt D, escape. Alt D, escape. Shift, Alt D, escape. You can see where this is heading. Alt, no, yeah, Alt D, escape. Remember I said, oh no, whoops. Alt D, escape. And remember I said I'm going to hate myself later because I didn't do that to all of those bits, did I? Let's line up that one there. Cool. Sweet. we can make that plain water, right? Because it kind of goes down near the water. We could do that if we just go to the material, go new, make the color. What do we make? Maybe it's blue, yeah. And then we just change the roughness down to like 0, and it will sort of become a water. I don't have like, because I've been using cycles, I don't have sort of ambient occlusion and shadows and all that stuff turned on. So that's why in the Eevee it's like not looking as cool as it potentially could, right? Because I understand that that's not how I'm rendering these things out. But yeah, I think if you change this over, that will have, you know, a kind of water vibe going on. Anyway, whatever. Do I even need to be bothering with this? Probably not. Let's go back to Eevee. Let's just make it brown. It can just be the ground. Anyway, we can just, what do I do? Roughness. It just be normal. And then let's just go you and 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 you. Shift click on that one, link, material. So we can, you know what I'm saying. All right. Cool. Should we just texture some of this stuff quickly? I'm sort of I'm avoiding some of that because why? Because I'm going to do stuff in Photoshop. That's why. All right. Let's go back into Photoshop and make some of these like materials up. I was going to do that statue as well. What am I doing here? Go in there. All right. So let's open up. Where was it? Textures, and we had this wall. Where was that wall? Yeah. Well, that's kind of cool. That's sort of what I was thinking actually. Some of those bits. Yeah. Okay, we've got that, and then I was going to play around with like. Let's go this, and then I had. Sorry, I'm going to go back into here, and demo one. Ref patterns. I had some other cool stuff I was gonna give a go. Open with yeah. Okay. Oops, hang on. Don't do that. Transforming. Used to the old version of Photoshop. Let's do something like that, and then maybe some of this like stonework's a bit full on, so maybe it does need to be some like slightly bigger kind of stuff. Maybe let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just try. Let's make this less green. Just hitting Control M, and then I'm just slide this up here. Hue saturation. It's like I want it sort of lighter, but it's more saturated, and it's lighter, and it's more saturated. It's less red, and it's less green, and it's less red. That's, well, I'm making this worse, aren't I? Right. Let's throw that behind here. Let's do something like this. All right, and I can even grab all the bits. Make it bigger. It's really cool how, like, if you control the values, which is not what I'm doing at the moment, but yeah, kind of control the values of things, you can really kind of get things kind of messing together, merging together. Just going through layer settings and stuff. And I can even just like paint. Just paint little bits. Image adjustments, brightness, contrast. Just trying to get some of these bits to fit together a little better. Sorry, just some of this. Sometimes this can take a bit of time. But I really kind of like doing this stuff because I know that when it comes to like when it comes to, you know, throwing this into 3D, it just like works so good. So it's kind of nice to spend a bit of time on this. It's like, is there a way that I can that was not going to work. Just looking for other images really quick. It's probably not that. It's probably like, see that scale. like something like that, and then we can just adjusting the curves and things. And I was thinking maybe, let's go back here. Maybe there could be some of these, like these other sort of patterns too. And I can almost make like a sort of sheet with different stuff on it. I'll show you guys in a sec. We can kind of use, and then let's go here. Sorry, just like, ooh, I could do this and this and this and I'm like, that bit kind of works nice under there. So raise out. Just erasing out little details and stuff. So anyway, spending too much time. Having fun, making textures. Let's call this, whoa, brick. Actually, you know what, let's just save that as a Photoshop file. Wall, brick, JPEG. No. Uh-oh. No. 3. Okay. All right, let's get back into Blender quickly. I'll just spend a little bit more time doing this. All right, let's like texture up these guys here. So let's get tab. You can see that both of them are selecting, so that means I Alt-D'd those two, which is good because we can, yeah, because this will help with the texturing, right? So let's go into the shader editor. I'm already in there. And let's change this from Wallbrick 2 to Wallbrick 3, which is the new one. Let's go like open. All right, and then you can see that it sort of changed a bit there. And then if I go back to the UV editor, now we've got like all this stuff going on. So now I'm a bit What's going on? Let's go. Hang on. Are these like not square on either? I'm gonna do this stuff. Anyway, all right. Let's go tab. Let's get us front on as we can. Even though I've done something here, but let's go U and hit U and project from view. And basically, this is a pretty big JPEG, so it's pretty detailed. So we can go S G G. Right, that might be like I want that blue color just to be down the bottom there, but I'll show you something in a second. So let's get the top bit working. All right, look at that. It's pretty cool. So then, yeah, you've got to do little things where this is, you got to sort of work out, do you want all this same pattern to go around and whatever the case may be. So I'll show you how you can do some of those things. So if we go to tab, let's select sometimes you need to kind of like hide everything, but we'll do this kind of the naughty way, where we'll just kind of like go, that's kind of side on, and then for hit U project from view, it'll be, yeah, we've got this, and then what I want to do is just select some bricks. Right, somewhere in there. Yeah, and there we go. So then you've got, that front, which is looking really cool, and then sort of goes around the side, and you've just got kind of like bricks and things, right? And then, so what I was going to do, I was going to show you how to get this blue bit kind of working, right? So let's go into here, let's get tab, right? And then if I insert another edge loop where I kind of want stuff, so I can go Control R, and then let's add that in. And it's like from under here, we want stuff to be a little bit different. And then you just select that face. So hit 3 on the keyboard, select that face, right? And then what you can do is let's go front on again, right? Hit U, project from view, right? And that'll bring up this little guy here. And then we just go A, and then S. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. G. All right, and then S. G, and then you can basically just move this around this little sheet and get the bits you want, right? So I'm gonna it's because it's like below the ground, right? So you just move around until it's where you want. So that's really cool, right? So and now so I like to turn that, let's turn that floor off, not that, let's turn floor off. Yay. Right, and if we go into, it's kind of cycles, hey? See if we can get that looking pretty cool. No, still got this problem. I was going on because it wasn't happening before. Then I changed to the video card and it didn't like it. Anyway, you get the idea. So you can kind of texture all this stuff. So yeah, so it starts looking pretty nice. And then yeah, I'm just going to incorporate, import this into the other scene. So I guess that was like a nice little example today of this is really annoying me. A good example today of like, okay, so when you've got, like if I went into my scene here, it's like I put in this temporary bit in here, right? Sorry, it looks through the camera. All right, I put in this temporary bit in here, and I kind of always know that it's going to be changed, but like, what do I do about that? And then sometimes all of this everywhere just gets a bit overwhelming. I'm like, oh, I've just got stuff and I don't know what to do, and it's a bit hard to kind of like design in there. So a lot of times what I do is just take that off to the side and kind of just work on this like component first, right? So just work on this one component, and then you can start sort of fleshing that out. And I can, and then I'm going to like texture up all these bits and add paving and stones and rocks and whatever else we want to kind of do, and get our palm trees and all sorts, so you can get it all pretty fleshed out, like in its own kind of little scene. And then you can just import it back into the big thing, and then it just becomes a little bit more manageable for you. So that's a really good little strategy that you can use to kind of help with that sort of design process. But I think this has come along. I think this has really got that essence of where I was at before with this, in 3D code. So this is cool. It's looking pretty much the same, but it's like using like way less polys and things, and then we're just focusing more on like kind of like doing texturing and stuff. So, and like it holds up super good, so you can kind of go and close in, and then if we go on cycles in here, oh yeah, apart from all the lines. Oh, still doing it, aren't I? Maybe I've got, maybe it's that light. Oh, there we go. Duh. Fixed. Had that other light on. We'll go back one, and then maybe we can make this. Oh, too much. That's really cool. That's really cool, isn't it? How you can kind of like get that much detail in from just those textures and things. And you see here, like, so then all I do is go through, like, now I'm sort of seeing this, I'm like, oh, I've stretched it so it like sits up there, and whoop. So you just go through like I did before, where it was like, okay, then you just project it on that bit. But I like to just like texture over the whole thing first, because then you've sort of got all that, like, it sort of doesn't run, get all that detail there, right? And then you can just, do those little bits and go, okay, this is exactly where I want that bit. So if we go back to Eevee, I can't believe it was just that light. Rookie. There we go. That's better now, Eevee. All right, so if I go back in here, right, and we go tab and go front on, right, and just select like these, those two faces. So then I can just literally be like, project from view, and then go and get this, go A, S, G, right, so it had both of those little images there. So G, and then you can even go S, X, and just like kind of stretch it a bit. Right, and just get it to how you want it to be. And then like S, Y, G. Oh yeah. Right, and then it's kind of like perfectly what you want. And then obviously now I've got to go tab, select. Do I have X-ray mode turned on or something? I don't know what I've done. Some of this stuff. You project from view, and then you'd be like, what do I want on that little bit there? Is it just A, G? Is it just sort of like some rocks? What is it? And you can, and you just go through and do all of that to all the little areas, right? But once again, that's pretty cool, isn't it? So you can just go through and just keep going through and fleshing it out until it's what you want, and then obviously we can do that to all of the areas, and make them all good. And obviously this is we've got some linked materials and stuff, so we need to sort that out. Yeah. But yeah, you get the idea. So don't know if anyone has any questions before I go, but I think that's it for today. I'll wrap that up. Next week we'll probably finish off this part and then get it, you know, into the scene again, and keep working on the scene and just pushing in those details more and more. There's still quite a bit to do. I want to get those statues done. I want to start moving into, like, you know, some of the port kind of areas, making it so we can into the port, like doing the boats and having dock areas, and I want to have a lot of like scaffolding things up, so it's yeah, it's really going to get pushed out, I think, and you know, get pretty, it's going to get complicated, as in lots of stuff in there, but that's cool. So all right guys, well yeah, that's it, and we'll see you around again next week. Okay, bye.